So, hey bot fam, hope everyone is bashing their goals and achieving their dreams and aspirations. This is Karan Parwani, founder of Video Consult, karanparwani.com, and the Karan Parwani Show. This show is all about marketing and entrepreneurship, insights of which will be delivered by amazing and inspirational folks who have done some great stuff in their life, in their career. So, this is a new series of the Karan Parwani Show known as Podcussions, which stands for Discussions Over a Podcast with subject matter experts, which will be a value packed session which will 10x your knowledge. So, today we have an amazing guy with us. He is a corporate dropout turned social media consultant. After finding good success in selling products online, he started off his own agency in Delhi, helping businesses get more and more online sales. He's a kick-ass marketer, media buyer, and a good friend of mine whom I have learned a lot from. So, with applause and huge bagpipes, welcome our first guest and subject matter expert for this podcast, Faisal Zia Anwer. Welcome, Faisal. Thank you for coming in.
Thanks, Karan. Thanks for the bombastic introduction. It means a lot. So yeah, pleasure being here, and thank you for inviting me.
Yeah,
And really appreciate it. Yeah,
great, man.
let's start
Thank you
this.
for being.
Yeah.
So you know drill, you know the drill, right, Faisal? Before we begin, we have a
Yep.
oath ceremony. All right.
Yep. Yep.
So
Yep.
you have to raise your right hand and speak after me. All right, raise your right hand.
Mhm.
So I, Faisal
Yep.
Zia
Yep.
Anwer,
I, Faisal Zia Anwer,
do swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth,
do swear to tell the truth and nothing but the truth,
and reveal all my awesome digital marketing secrets on this podcast
and reveal all of my digital marketing secrets on this podcast
for our amazing audience to go and implement them.
for an amazing audience to go and implement them.
Great, great.
So,
Thank you so much, Faisal, for doing this. And let's begin.
yep.
All right. So I'm very much
Yep.
excited, because the topic which we are going to talk about, a lot of topics, it's very useful for people, in the future as well as in today's, day and age, because a lot of them don't realize the importance of what we're going to talk about, which is, Facebook ads, LinkedIn, and a lot of it, which actually makes money. All right.
Right.
So first off, before begin, let people know about who Faisal Zia Anwar is, and how Faisal started and where is he right now. Your whole journey from your college, how you did everything and what made you come to this mindset of being a media buyer. What did you do? So
Right. Well, the story goes in a very conventional fashion. I started off as an engineer who did an MBA, and it was a rather conventional route towards the corporate job. So during
yeah,
my college days itself, I was a little bit interested in social media marketing. I was doing a little paid freelance gigs and stuff like in 2017, and that was where the interest actually started building. But when I was actually in the corporate in the 9 to 5, I actually realized when I started selling some of my products online through Facebook ads, I saw the actual potential that this platform has and the power that a media buyer actually has to actually make the sale happen, not actually sway the decision of the audience very easily by using creative. That is the power that media buyer has, right? So it actually interested me, and that was where I set my career direction is in this direction. That is why I started off in this. I moved to Delhi. I did a couple of odd gigs, and slowly and gradually, I started off my own agency with the proper knowledge, proper implementation, proper systems, and everything. And here we are discussing it. So that was the general direction that I had.
correct. So first of all, thank you so much for sharing it. And I think a lot of people started off with what we discussed about. You talked about conventional things, which is
Right.
first being an engineer and then doing an MBA. And then, so what
Yeah.
people have a doubt in today's world that, they always ask is MBA compulsory for digital marketing, or, should I just drop out of my college, or, to do digital marketing? What would you recommend to those guys? What would you say?
Yeah, for digital marketing, definitely MBA is not a prerequisite. Actually, for business, as for me, MBA is not a prerequisite. That
Hmm.
just helps in building networks and building maybe polishing your skill set of communication and analysis and stuff. But basically, it's all about people skills, as far as I have seen in business, right? And
True.
also in digital marketing, it's about how quickly you can learn and how quickly you can implement, how quickly you can find the right people,
Hmm.
right? It's not like I know all the answers. It's about how I find the people who knows all the answers. Having that network, that is an integral part of digital marketing itself,
True.
right? So a conventional degree or a conventional even a course on digital marketing is not a prerequisite. I would suggest having an actionable work in, plan of action, basically working in an agency for some time, knowing what the platforms are, how to operate, how to run a Facebook ad, how to run Google ads, AdWords, right? How to actually understand the marketing of it. The digital of it is going to be very easy to understand. If you understand marketing, the digital is going to just it's changing from platform to platform. Nothing new. अगर आपको if you understand Facebook, you can very easily implement Google as well. You can implement other platforms as well. If you understand Google, you can implement TikTok, almost a similar platform as far as I've seen, right? So that's about it. You have to understand the core of it, the marketing of it.
Correct,
Then the
because
digital
you're
has
advertising to eventually you're advertising to humans, and humans are
exactly
the same, but the platform's intent can be different. Google Ads it's
definitely
inbound and Facebook is outbound. So you just need to make sure that
outbound.
you take care of that, and I think it's everything will be in place. Thank you so much, Faisal,
True.
for sharing your journey and the insights of what people need to do. Thank you so much. So what's something people seem to misunderstand about Faisal?
Uh, Misunderstand. Yeah, yeah. In India, this might be a problem. Like people who are niching out,
Mm,
like in the professional field, people think that I am into all kind of digital marketing. Like people ask me a lot about SEO and can you get this done? Can you get that? And I have categorically said, and it's written on my profile, social media consultant, not into SEO, not into anything. That is the problem any paid marketer
mm,
faces, right? You
true.
are going to be asked for other services as well. So that is one thing that I can at the top of my head people. And the other thing I think is that people misunderstand is that I am extremely active. I'm a very lazy guy. Just because I make a lot of videos, people think I'm active, and
True.
that
You're like me. I'm so fucking lazy. If I show you my bed over here, right? If I show you my bed, you would say, what the fuck is going on here? Like it's whole filled up. I haven't, kept stuff, inside my wardrobe. It's all been shit out of its here. So you're very
right
much right. People seem to misunderstand and they ask for all of kind of services, and it's very honest to be upfront that, I don't know this. A lot of people just take up things and they don't deliver, and then the market gets spoiled, and then eventually it
point.
leads to us the reputation of good marketers too, it goes down. So it's good that people, so everyone who is listening to this, please be honest upfront about what you can do for a client or what you can do for a person, and don't just take up the project just to sake for money and don't deliver, right? So make
Yeah,
sure that you
exactly.
are really skilled in what you are providing. All right, thank you so much, Faisal. And so let's come to our favorite platform, right? Facebook ads. So uh, what do you think is stopping people from becoming successful in Facebook ads or their campaigns? So, or you can say 8 to 10 mistakes which you can figure it out that people are making right now, which is harming their campaigns, harming their conversions, harming their results on Facebook ads.
Right. So from the top of my head, 8 to 10. The first one would be not investing the right amount with the
Mm,
right mindset. Just a couple of weeks ago, I was in a consultation with a client, and they had a marketing spend of like 10,000 per month, and which is very low. Which is very
very
low. So I asked them, where does this number come from? And they're like, we made it out of the thin air, right? So that is not the mindset you have to. That is not the mindset you have to start this off with. Make the right calculation and invest as much as you can. I always use this analogy that Facebook ads, the pixel at the back end, Facebook ads, it's like you watering a tree, right? If you stop the water, that is flow of traffic, for a couple of days, the pixel is going to die. The Facebook ad, your brand is going to die off, right?
true.
You have to make sure that you have a good ample amount, only then start investing in Facebook ads. And yeah, you have to be confident and have faith in the platform that it is going to provide you business, right?
Mhm.
Not instantly, but it will definitely provide you business, because I and you, both of us, have seen it happen innumerable times, right? So number
True.
one is not
True.
investing at all in Facebook ads, the right amount,
Right
right?
amount.
A good amount, like 2 to 3 lakhs a month. That is a requisite from my end to have a good successful campaign, to have an ROI in the first month. That would be number one, I guess. Uh, Second one would be not at all focusing on the creatives of it, using the same creatives everywhere, using
Ad.
the wrong sort of creatives, right?
Correct. Correct.
Every brand needs to have a creative, you can say, a creative history that forms its essence, right? And that has to be repeated. You have to cement your brand and then make campaigns according to the brand. You cannot create creatives around anything, like whatever way it's Valentine's, we are going to promote Valentine's. If it's this, colors, everything. That has to be there. Has to be a good cemented brand.
it has to be backed by data, or you can have predictive
Exactly. It has.
analytics. You can see the history of
Yeah.
how your
It's,
campaigns have performed in the past for other clients. So see what
yeah.
works and
Exactly.
just
Exactly.
just do that. Simple.
Yeah. Creative is damn important, and more importantly, contextual creative. That swipe up that people say on an Instagram ad actually makes people swipe up.
True.
And when and people running that same ad on Facebook, that's just stupid. And even just yesterday, I saw Jordan Belfort do it. I
Yeah.
commented, bro, you are saying swipe up in an Instagram feed ad.
Mm,
Don't do this. I commented on that post. You were saying swipe up in a post, right? So that's the second
that's
mistake. Yes. Uh, uh, Third one would be not doing videos. I don't know what's stopping people from doing video ads, but
correct.
like I, I have run when I was last year I was selling milk for a client of mine. It was a dairy product, and I just had a picture of a can of milk. That was all I had. The only creative asset they provided me with, and I just turned that image into a 6-second slideshow and ran it on Instagram, stories, and it converted like fucking crazy
Correct. Correct.
because it's a video. When it is
Absolutely
motion, it's going to capture your eyes,
correct. So
right? So
if
these
an
would be the
image
top.
is 1,000 words, so and video is 1,000 images
Yeah,
worth.
exactly,
Correct.
exactly. Yeah, not fourth one would be not testing enough, like
Mhm.
being in a safe spot that these are the audiences that has worked for us. This is all we are going to do. Not test more campaigns, not test more audiences, um, because and that is a very big mistake. And
True.
fifth one is not doing cross-platform things. Like suppose you are acquiring Facebook, you are acquiring customers through Facebook. You can remarket them on LinkedIn, which is a slightly expensive platform. But if you are acquiring a customer from Facebook, and you have a LinkedIn pixel at the back end, you can directly remarket on LinkedIn as well. So this type of omni-channel marketing, when the person is seeing your ad on LinkedIn, Facebook, Google, TikTok, everywhere, that is what creates a brand, right?
True.
Because people are spending less and less time on Facebook now,
True.
right? So the chances of them converting is becoming more and more low. So
Hmm.
you have to have you have to have that omni-channel thought process. The subke pixel you will have to have at the back end, and according to the maturity of the audience from time to time and rate of ad spots on platforms, you have to make sure that you make the right strategy for each platform.
That's
So
important.
I
That's
think
very
that
much important.
yeah. So I think these would be the top. I think five. I counted five mistakes that
Correct.
people
And
don't
I
do.
think these are the most crucial ones. They don't figure it out. They think that also coming to the video ads part. I've seen a lot of people just run static images. Which don't convert, which they just have a normal text. I
Yeah,
think that is
yeah.
not engaging enough. One. And when you run an ad, for a continuous period of time, it creates ad fatigue. As we also discussed that day, that
I think
then
in 4 days I have seen ad fatigue comes in 4 to 5 days. I've seen that.
and
That's
people
the time period
then
I
just
use.
keep going, like let's
Let it
go.
keep
If
giving.
frequency is around 6 7, the people are. I mean, fuck you. You see your ad cost, you see your cost per conversion going high. You should definitely do something about it, right? I mean, they don't figure
Definitely.
out what's the issue with their ads. Why my ads are not converting anymore? Why my cost is increasing? So this is that people don't look at the data. They just think CPC, CTR. They don't go in depth of the analytics. They don't understand why the campaigns are not working, right? They think that yeah, but they just assume things. They don't uh, draw out conclusions according to what data they have, what Facebook has given them. Correct.
Right.
So, um, thank you so much, Faisal, for sharing this thing. And anyone who is listening to this, go and fucking like optimize your Facebook ads. What are you doing right now? Facebook ads is one of the biggest, advantages or
Assets.
leverages in 2020 and this century. Like it's one of the biggest things you can ever have. A gift from Mark Zuckerberg, man. And so go and implement it like crazy. Thank you so much, Faisal, for this. And Faisal, given a chance to have dinner with three people, either dead or alive, with whom would you have it and why?
Uh, Number one is going to be Gary Vaynerchuk because
Great,
it's
great,
Gary Vaynerchuk.
great.
No other reason required. I admire the guy to the core.
Huh.
Second would be Elon Musk. I guess same answer, but that guy, there's something about Elon Musk that it's not that he is a genius. It's his literal willpower that empowers me. It's not that he's a genius. The genius factor I doubt has ever factored in his hustle.
Correct.
But the
He smoked a
persistence,
weed in a podcast show of Joe Rogan, if you have seen that.
yeah,
So
yeah.
he
So
smoked out weed there.
yeah, that thing, yeah, his stock prices tumbled
Yeah, yeah.
that very day. The
Correct,
CEO who smokes weed, yeah, on live
correct.
show. So these would be the top two, and the third one would just be, I guess, Mark Zuckerberg himself. I never thought of a third one. These two are my top favorite entrepreneurs,
Okay, you
but
would thank him,
third one
for
would be
creating fucking Facebook ads. Thank you so much for
and
creating.
yeah. So please have dinner with me.
Amazing.
Yeah,
Thank you so much, Faisal, for mentioning three people you would have dinner with. So I think you would have a great dinner, and people who are there, they would serve a good time. So,
right.
Faisal, you have an agency, right? So, uh, what are your recommendations for people in 2020 to start an agency? Because agency is the ultimate dream of every digital marketer. If you see, it's kind of that level which they want to reach. They want to start an agency. So what
Right.
do you think are the challenges right now in India in an agency framework, and what are you doing to scale your agency up? How are you acquiring clients, and what are you doing to deliver the deliverables and servicing them, and then upselling
Yeah,
them? So what are your thoughts on this agency environment or ecosystem?
right. So one thing that I have always seen as an impediment, like I do not come from a place of money, right? I left I left my job broke. I had literally no money and had to slowly and gradually build enough cash flow for
True.
for the entire agency, for the entire business. So there is no chance of renting an office or investing that much amount of money in hiring, right? Just yeah. So that would mean that I require a virtual team,
Correct.
right? A decentralized team. That is a concept not very uh, famous in India, because perceptions of businesses, a person needs to have an office, preconceived notion. But that is where difficulty starts, right? But having a decentralized office and running it, it is very easy. Like in the past, we have run a lot of decentralized teamwork, right? So in the end of the day, it becomes really easy for communication. The person can be at his or her convenience. You can have a specific time. This is the time you have to have a conversation. These are the tasks at hand. You can have special CRM. There's a tool named Monday that we have used in the past for
Asana, and Asana is also there one too, if you heard of it.
Asana is there, Trello is
Yeah,
there,
yeah.
then Slack groups, like
Correct.
the entire Slack. That's a beautiful thing.
True, true, true.
So it is more about automation, right? How much automated you can make the work, number one, and number two, how much flow you can bring to the entire process. So yeah, we have managed a lot of remote teams. Even right now, we are with other clients as well. We are managing their teams as well, because we are assisting them in
Okay.
their revenue marketing,
Yeah,
right? So we
with
are
their
managing.
teams
I am
as well. Amazing.
yeah, we are managing their teams as well. So that's another aspect of it. So that would be number one. An office is not necessary for building an agency, as far as I have seen, I have experienced. Keep the overheads low. Make sure that you invest as much as possible onto your personal brand and onto your business, running lead generation ads and everything. Number two would be having a BD system, like a business development system, right? We lacked that initially,
Very
still
much.
do. We are working on it very actively. We are working on it, because if you are a founder and you are in this field, the thing that you are supposed to do is, number one, you are supposed to run the ads for clients if you do not have a media buyer, right now I have relieved my media buyer. I'm running the entire ad for my client by myself at this time, at this
Okay,
stage,
you're
right?
you're one man show right
Yeah,
now.
I've relieved that guy, because the number of clients I was totally manageable, so I relieved him of that duty. I'm taking care of him right now,
Great,
but he's a part of my team, right? He's a part of my team.
great.
So number one would be, you are supposed to know how to run ads.
Hmm.
Number two is, you need to know the creatives, you need to know funnels, you need to know hiring. Everything is something that you need to know, right? But so in all of that, the thing that suffers the most during client delivery is pipelining, right? There
Hmm.
needs to be at the back of your head, there is somebody in your office or at his home, or somebody associated with you, who is sending out daily 50 to 60 emails to prospect lists, and you can chill out about that. That yeah, somebody out there is developing your business, so you can focus more on the current client you're handling. Because then, if you are not, your half mind is there, your half mind is there,
even
right? You
even if
need
your even if your clients leave you for any reason, that you have support in the
to
back
have
end.
a pipeline.
You can convert
Yeah,
more people.
yeah.
And correct.
So business development. is very, very crucial. I mean, I think it is the most crucial thing, and we are actually working on it very actively. We are looking at the candidates, we are giving out salaries and stuff. So yeah, but sales is what drives. You have to keep that in mind.
True, true.
Yeah, and the third one is not using platforms to generate a personal brand, like an actual personal brand, not just
Right.
having a normal one. Like this is a guy who is good at Facebook ads, like actual extravagant, out of the world, crazy ass marketeer personal brand that people are not really doing. That Gary Vaynerchuk did,
Yeah.
and people don't know that Gary Vee does not know how to run Facebook ads. Russell Brunson has no idea how to run Facebook ads, but they are so fucking good at marketing themselves and creating that team that bigger projects are coming towards them. So when you generate that confidence that people come towards you, agency owners should do that. I don't know why a lot of them don't, but there is a huge opportunity toward doing that. Ads chalao, obviously people will come,
Obviously.
right?
You're right.
Makes
You're
sense?
right.
Yeah,
So, what happens, we've seen that, agency ka ye ki you promote your customers, you do marketing for them, but you forget to do marketing for yourself.
exactly.
Agency,
What kind of marketer is that? I mean, it really makes me laugh. Like a friend of mine, she's a virtual assistant. She's saying that I'm getting my clients this much leads, this many leads, and when she's running ads for herself, she is not able to generate a single good lead. So that was the dichotomy of it. That when you're working for yourself, it is
Mhm.
really sad that you are not able to generate leads for yourself, and this is something that you should be good at.
Correct. It's very strange. It's very strange when you
Yeah,
think of it, right? That your customers are getting results, but you're not getting results
you are
yourself.
not. Yeah, because
Yeah,
here you are putting your money. There you are putting the customer's money. You can test, you can do whatever you want. But
very.
here you have vary that this much money I'll waste if I test this much. That naturally happens.
It's same
That's
like,
a mindset thing.
funded startups, right? Funded startups have a lot of money from their investors, so they just
Yes,
blow
yes.
it up,
Yeah,
and
they have that money, they have that budget. But if you are bootstrapped, you will have to make sure that everything you
sure,
do reaps the result in one way or another. And that's a totally understandable mindset.
correct.
So that is why I always say, whenever going into Facebook ads or Instagram ads, always have that budget.
Hmm.
When you have that good amount that you can spend on every month on testing, only then when you can take that loss, that yeah, if 2 lakhs from my bank account is gone, it's totally okay.
Correct. So people are also not in the mindset of saving money for to run the ads. So this is just kind of when we see this is a base problem. First they have to solve the basic problem of saving money to run Facebook ads. They just blow all the money up. They don't have money to run ads. They get out, run out of money at the month end, and then they just in the cycle of getting the
And
money again, and then again it goes to the bills. So people don't have
yeah,
that mindset also to invest, to keep some money, and then run ads on it. So
very important.
that is
Very
also a
important. It's
problem
damn
which
important.
people are facing,
Yeah.
and they're not ready to change themselves. I mean, what the fuck? why are you doing this then? All right, so Faisal, thank you so much for your insights. And I think if anyone is listening to this, and if you're planning to start your agency, so do listen to what Faisal told, because he runs an agency himself. He recently showed a case study where he tripled his customers money revenue, right? So from the ad spend which he did. So I mean, if he's doing it, and he's giving results, so you can also do it. But you need to be very strategic of how you're doing it. So thank you so much, Faisal, for this. And
Thank you.
Faisal, your thoughts on content creation in 2020 and beyond. I see create a lot of amazing content on LinkedIn. So, what is your thought? I mean, should a person create more content in 2020 and, I mean, do sales at the same time, or he should only focus on content creation and वो कहते हैं ना कि sales नहीं होती है and you just keep creating content. So what is the baseline? What is the borderline of when you should create a content and then when you should promote it, and and when should you pitch for sales, and when should you stop creating content and then only focus on getting customers? So what's your
Right,
take on
right,
this?
right. Yeah, so my strategy is in that is that whenever I create content, I create in such a way and I create it on that platform there that my content helps me get sales.
Correct.
Right. The reason I am more active on LinkedIn is because when I put out a video on LinkedIn, I get ample amount of good opportunities from every post I put out. Right.
Hmm.
So that is the only reason I'm on LinkedIn and that active. I've seen a lot of people put out so many videos on a daily basis. They are not getting any amount of engagement that I am able to somehow capture. And
Correct.
by God's grace, that is amazing because I don't post that many videos. I post at my own frequency whenever I'm in the mood. I do not have a stringent plan here because people are getting, I think that even though I'm putting out a lot of content and everybody is, people are it's getting a little bit cluttered, right? maybe
Correct.
people don't like seeing you. So you need to have that mindset that when you are putting out content, put out daily, put out something daily. But when you're
Mm.
putting out the master content, right, the big bad boy out there, the big result generating video, that it actually gets good engagement, it gets good views, it
Correct.
gets you good DMs, it gets you associated with people who are
Mm.
big in their field. And that's about it. You have to have an ROI mindset when it comes to content as well.
Mm.
At least at this stage, where you have
Correct.
reached Gary's V level of stage, that yeah, putting out content is a regular thing just for your brand rather than for revenue. Because first
Correct.
comes revenue, buddy. First
Correct.
comes revenue. Even if like anybody would tell you that, irrespective of how much content they're putting out, right? Even the topmost content producers of India will say revenue comes first. When that thing, that cash flow is,
True.
it is managed, you can focus your entire thing on getting yourself de-rocked, getting yourself all the video edits and
You can
everything.
post your pictures of your baby itself, like when you're making shit ton
Yeah,
of money, your babies, and what
yeah,
Neil is doing on his Instagram. You must have
yeah,
seen what he's putting in,
yeah.
because he
The
made
daughter's
a lot of money. Right.
Yeah.
Great, great,
So focus more first on sales and then on content. I've seen people like they're not putting anything out. They're just these are the top motivation for the day. That kind of videos, which are not going to generate result because that is firstly not your niche. First, secondly,
true,
nobody
true.
cares. There's so much content on this out there, and there's just one more opinion out there that you are putting out. Put something that
Correct.
highlights you as an expert.
Correct. You
That's it.
talked right about the motivation thing. I half forgot about, when I see this guys who are aged 19 years, 18 years, they just put on motivation, right? Oh,
Yeah,
life coach.
yeah,
Yeah, you should do this in life. I mean, what are you doing with your life? I mean,
yeah.
then does not
Exactly.
clear themselves. Amazing.
Yeah.
All right, thank you so much, Faisal, for your thoughts on content creation, and people who are listening to this or watching to this. Make sure that whatever content you create, you have an ROI, mindset behind what you're creating. You should make sure that even if you're creating a content, make sure that you promote that content, right? So you can promote that content on LinkedIn, right? LinkedIn ads, a lot of you don't do it. It's expensive. It's not expensive. Just that you need to plan out your budgets very well, and then if you can make it ROI out of it, you can do it. Otherwise,
Definitely.
if you create a good content, promote it, like add some money to it, and then generate emails from them, right? Generate
Yeah.
ebooks, create a free content, right? So generate create a free landing page, and then create a lead magnet, and then generate your emails, and then sell them via sequences. So you can do that, but
One strategy which I can think that anybody can use, uh, be on platform which are high organic reach and where you do not have to show your face if you are that wary of video making. So LinkedIn and Quora are two of the best platforms which are so underutilized. So
correct,
if you can get a following on the two of them, I just posted once that I am giving out a free Facebook ads blueprint, and I got like 70 emails that in 5 hours. Right,
correct,
that's an email list which I can use as a custom audience, which I can use as a lookalike audience for my Facebook ads, anything, because these are all marketeers and I can sell them. I can have it in my email list, right?
correct.
So slowly and gradually, you can keep on building your email list and
Absolutely.
keep these customers inside. That is going to help you immensely build your brand. So Quora and LinkedIn is something which is highly overlooked as compared to Instagram and Facebook and TikTok,
Very
right?
true.
So
Very
be
true.
on be on these
Quora is
platforms.
a behemoth when it comes to traffic. Like you can get a lot of traffic from Quora. People just
Because
don't.
people are, it's literally like Google. People are there to find answers. If you are able to
Right.
provide a solution, you are good.
You're good.
You are seen as an expert. You are instantly seen as an expert. So that is a
Definitely.
platform where if you grow, you're definitely seen as an expert. And that is where a lot of affiliate marketeers are using their
Correct.
traffic, the organic traffic generation skills to drive traffic.
Correct.
That's for affiliate marketing as well.
Absolutely. They should. They're doing this. They're doing great stuff, man. Affiliate marketers make a lot of money.
Yep, yep,
So
yep, yep.
great. So Faisal, thank you so much for letting us know your thoughts on content creation. And yep. So Faisal, now let's go to an imaginary world. All right. So you are a part of Ads Chef. All right. As we have Master Chef for cooking delicious food. So you are in the finale episode of the first season, and you are competing with me, Fahim
Oh,
Ahmed, and Ty Lopez. All right.
oh, oh,
All
oh.
amazing people in the finale. So to win the Ad Chef season one finale, you have to cook an overall, you know, um, paid ad strategy for Tata Motors. Okay, so
Oh.
the winner of this will be awarded with $100,000 and an amazing trip to Singapore. Okay, so you can take your time and let me know what you can do for Tata Motors paid strategy.
I have run ads for Jaguar, buddy.
Bring it on. Right. The subsidiary company of Tata.
Yeah, we did it last year. We developed the entire plan. So for companies like these, first of all, you would require. I do not know the entire budget. Assuming, let's not even assume.
It's,
Let it be
budget
X,
is you
right?
have a whole
Yeah,
ocean.
it's Tata Motors, the fucking Tata Motors, right? So first of all, they have got dealership.
Correct.
So we are going to run promotional ads, which is store visits. Number one
Hmm.
for conversions, store visits for each dealership. It is going to be in a radius of like I think 2 kilometers.
Hmm.
Exclusive promotions for store visits.
Or
Okay,
for
that's
test
going to be
drives,
number one
for
strategy.
booking the test drive.
Yeah, yeah. Test
Correct.
drives. That is going to be the number one offer. The second one is going to be a specific offer for lead generation,
Hmm.
like a similar offer, a test drive maybe. Top last moment पे ऐसे निकलता है, but uh, a test drive. Let's say a test drive. That's a good idea. So yeah, a test drive which we can run on various locations, various interests. Firstly, because CBO is coming, so it's all going to be CBO now. So that is going to be the second one, lead generation, because that is what these dealerships are actively looking for, right? Uh, Third would be a lot of friend of mine actually is generating good leads for the website traffic with messenger ads, right? So
Hmm.
whatever website traffic I'm able to generate from the store visits as well as the lead generation, as whatever website traffic is coming, I'm going to invest in direct messaging them with the test drive offer. Messenger ad that converts pretty well. That is going to be the third part. And the fourth one that is going to actually bring the entire traffic. It is going to be the one metric which brands actually care about. Big brands like Tata Motors. That is reach, brand awareness. That
Absolutely.
is going to be huge. I think I will put in like 30 to 40% of my entire budget into reach, because brands that are big in size, they do not care about sales. They are already going to get sales. They care about what their brand perception is, how many people are actually seeing it. Right, that is a huge factor for big brands. It's
Very
not
much.
like SMEs. So these are the four things I'm going to focus on. I would love to know what you would, but this is what I would have done at
Correct.
the
So
last moment.
definitely, one more thing which I can add is dynamic retargeting. On Facebook ads.
Oh yeah,
That
right, right,
catalog
right,
thing which is there. So you can have to do for three industries, right? One is e-commerce, one is automobile, and one is I don't know what this third industry. There you can also upload your car models. Like we
mm-hmm.
have it for e-commerce shopping, Google Shopping ads. Same way you can upload your car models,
Right,
and there
like
then
a catalog.
very much true. So there you can upload the name, number, model number, and then the pricing and everything. So that way you can also run retargeting ads when you drive traffic to that page. Of particular, for example,
Definitely.
if we are promoting Hyrexa, all right, Tata Hyrexa. So Hyrexa ka page, mein, then we can have various, one like a carousel ad, like it comes in, right?
Right, right, right,
For example, we can the first carousel will be for the the vehicle's image, actual image, and then the specification, and then the interiors. That images we can then do it. That also works good, because people the retargeting ads we can then see what's working better. Correct.
definitely. You will have to focus between lead generation ads and conversion ads, like a catalog based conversion ads basically.
Very
And
true.
we can have a landing page, we can have a specific event to a book now button. Right, that is going to where the traffic is actually being driven. That is where the email list is generated, then the communication from there, then the lead gen ads,
Correct.
everything. We
And
can have
also
Zapier integration at the back end.
definitely, and
So
also we can do crazy thing is do email marketing on the side. For example, we can have the if you heard of active campaign,
yeah,
there's an option of if someone clicks on a particular button, and then that particular email is sent to that particular customer or
yeah,
someone
yeah,
that
yes, yes.
that then it segments according to it. So that thing can also work
Yeah,
better for
customer
Tata
segmentation,
Motors.
customer
Correct.
segmentation. Yeah,
Correct. Correct.
definitely, definitely.
Correct. So they also have to then take the omni-channel approach in this case, because then that will
Definitely.
create a lot of leads. Definitely.
Yeah.
So you want it. All right. So I think tag of base goes to you.
Oh, ho,
I
ho.
goes to you. And I think Fahim Ahmed, I have to ask Fahim, he would like to win it, or you wouldn't want to share a ticket with him to Singapore. So wait for the tickets to Singapore, and and you can
Right,
go and have fun there. Right. So
right.
thank you so much, Faisal, for answering this question. And I think this is real
It
shit.
was fun. It was fun.
If Tata Motors is watching this, hit us up. All right, me and Faisal would like to work with you on your strategy. All right. So um, Faisal, I saw your LinkedIn profile, your posts, which are very much amazing. I get a lot of inspiration to create more videos on LinkedIn. So I've also started to take LinkedIn seriously right now, and I want to scale it up by getting customers from there. All right, because I want to make shit ton of money by adding value. So a lot of people have this question, right? They say, "Okay, we can make content, but how to get customers from LinkedIn?" That's the particular mindset which they don't have. They don't know how to do it.
Right.
It's so what do you think, how to get clients from LinkedIn in 2020 and beyond? A lot of people haven't got the success with it. And, I think because the main thing from LinkedIn is a professional network, and they have access to a lot of business owners, right? So what do you think is the best strategy, and what you are doing right now to get customers from there?
Right. So there are two approaches of this, inbound as well as outbound. So most of my work, like 80% of it is inbound.
Correct.
The number one thing you have to do is show face, not exactly the face like in the video, but in some capacity, post
To
consistently,
show yourself.
because that is what LinkedIn is about. Any professional network is about.
Correct.
On online space, you have to build credibility, and the more you show up, the more credible you are as a business owner or the service provider, that people actually ask you. So it's not about blatant self promotion. A lot of people say you are promoting yourself, that's stupid or something like negative. It's very important for business. So you have to show yourself as an expert,
True.
right? You have to show yourself as an expert. You have to sound very credible, and you have to show the proof of whatever work you have done in the past, what you are doing. Show result. A lot of people I see, even digital marketers, they're like, I will get your SEO this, I will get your SEO that. Where's the freaking result, the graph I want to see, buddy? Give me a screenshot and I will be happy and I will hire you. Yo. So that helped me even today. I think in the afternoon I was in a meeting. It was a guy in an advertising agency, and he wants my help in consultation for a new brand which is coming up, and that was all through LinkedIn. So LinkedIn is great because people actively ask you out, because everybody is looking for an expert. Even I am right now, as you saw my post very recently. I'm looking for an expert, right? So yeah, yeah. So you have to show credibility, number
Mm,
one, and that is the only reason that you. That is the only strategy.
correct.
If you can reverse engineer, I have always said that reverse engineer trust for online sales. If you reverse engineer what make people trust you, you can very easily translate it to LinkedIn, Facebook, Instagram, anywhere,
Hmm.
right? So just do that. Be it video, be it content posting, be it showing results, but be as much as credible as you can. Look
Hmm.
at your profile, and are you sounding like an industry expert? Are you sounding like someone who you would hire? You yourself, would you hire yourself? If you have not written which college you are from, if you have not written what work you do, what work you are doing, if your profile picture is a normal selfie in casual clothes, if you're not looking like your absolute best self, your
I'm
about
serious.
section
I've seen a lot of those posts. I mean, they just post, this they're sitting in in a chair and cool, with wearing shades and everything. I mean, what are you doing with a LinkedIn profile, man? You don't have your profile completed. It's not an all-star profile. You don't have your work. You're not
exactly.
mentioned. That thing also adds up, because the person, if he
Yeah,
has to work with you,
yeah,
he would definitely hit up your profile for, first of all,
yeah.
and then he would work
Yeah,
with you.
it's literally like, if it's a good thing or bad thing, but the world judges a book by its cover. It always has, and it always will. Right? A movie is very much judged by its trailer or the movie poster, right? Only after when you see the content that you, yeah. So if you want to get hired, your book cover needs to be good. Only when person works with you, they are going to see if they want to keep you on a monthly retainer, like for the next 3 to 4 months, or do they want to just end it there itself. Then that's on you. But this little part, the profile
Yeah,
optimization, not only on LinkedIn, on any profile, Facebook, Instagram, anybody, even current, your profile on Facebook is pretty bang on awesome, right?
correct.
So that is something that anybody can look at. Like, hit me up on Faisal Zia Anwer on
Correct.
LinkedIn.
Correct.
Hit him up on Kanan Parwani on Facebook. Hit me
And
up
even,
also on Faisal Zia Anwer on Facebook. We have worked that thing out, that the profile
of course.
says what you do, and that is what drives traffic.
Correct.
So
So, I
and the
also have,
outbound strategy.
correct.
Yeah.
Yeah. Continue. Continue. I go after this.
So there's just another thing, like the outbound strategy. You need to have a LinkedIn premium membership,
True.
where it's like
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
monthly 2,800 rupees, not that expensive. And
Hmm.
you can actively look at people. If you are searching for founders, just type founders, connect with all of them, connect with as many people as you can.
Hmm.
Only then your content is going to reach the right people. The more founders and the more entrepreneurs and the more people in your niche. I'm talking just about digital marketers. If
Correct.
it's your niche, if you are something else, find
True.
your target audience, the B2B service providers, whoever they are, find those people and then connect with them, and then when you showcase your content, engage with them first, and when then you show your content, people are gonna come back. That's about it.
Correct. So thank you so
Outbound
much,
and
Faisal.
inbound.
Thank you so much, Faisal, for this. And I think people just need to go and implement what we are saying. They don't even go and implement that. That's what the thing is. They don't go and do stuff. That's what the worry
Right.
for us is, and then we again have to go and motivate them and to do shit. So that's what is the one reason which they're not succeeding, right? And I also link out to Faisal's LinkedIn, Instagram, and Facebook. He puts out some amazing content which you can just have a look at it, and we just go ahead. All right. So thank you so much for this, Faisal, and it was amazing. Your LinkedIn strategies, and let's get a bang on. I would also apply this. Maybe a lot of ROI based content there, and let's see how it works out. All right.
Definitely.
So all right. So we have now. Let's move forward with the rapid fire questions. All right. So
Okay.
which needs to be answered quickly. So you ready for it? Excited?
Sure. Sure.
Okay. So what is something you believe that other people think is insane?
Success comes from hard work. Like this is something that
True.
people believe that yeah, I believe that it's like stupid. The hard work. Even I tell my mom that hard work to gadha bhi karta hai. Even donkey works damn hard, right? You need to work damn smart. People actively believe that hard work is everything. Hard work is smart. Hard work is the right key. So you
Correct.
can I sleep like I'm surprised. Like I am able to do so much work done in just my blanket in the cold. I'm able to manage two different agencies and run ads for two other agencies while I'm in my blanket
True.
because all the systems have been implemented. You don't have to hustle out there every day. If you can do like if it's a Zoom call is required for a meeting, do that rather than going out and meeting people. It's the digital age. So smart hard work. That
Correct. Correct. So,
lamba ho gaya. Right.
so do you have a quote you live by or you think of often?
I have this very specific quote, and I am not able to implement it ever in my life. It's from
Hmm.
Dwayne the Rock Johnson. You can be smarter than me. You can be stronger than me, but you can never fucking outwork me. And that seriously motivates me. And I have written. I had it on my wall. It's gone now, but don't let others outwork you. That is something I've written because I mean that is amazing. That guy, when I learned from him,
Yeah, yeah,
amazing.
yeah. He's an
Him as
amazing. He
well as
works a
Elon Musk.
lot. He works a lot. He works a lot. Correct.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
now, Faisal, you are given 25 seconds. All right, you're given 25 seconds to craft a Facebook ad. Just 25 seconds. All right. So, which part of the three important components of Facebook ads you would spend your most precious seconds on? So, those are one, targeting, ad copy, or creative. So, which major segment of your seconds would you spend on which one?
First of all, it is going to be on the offer. Offer is
Hmm.
going to create the creative based on the company history and everything.
Hmm.
And based on the creative and the audience research that goes along with the brand, I'm going to create 5 to 10 copies to go along with 3 creatives,
Hmm.
right? So three each almost. And based on the copy as well as the creative and the offer, a tandem of it, I am going to create 10 to 15 different audiences, which I'm going to distribute 5 each, I guess. Like
Hmm.
5 audience, same creative, 5 audience, these creative, 5 audience, something like that, right? So a lot of audiences, a lot of it's all about the testing part. So that's where this is how I always take care of the Facebook ads. Even I tell people, creative comes first, not the other way around. Creative first, offer
True.
targeting.
Correct. You're right. All right. Thank you so
Yeah.
much, Faisal, for this. So, quality of leads on email nurtured over time versus quality of leads from paid media. What do you think?
Very circumstantial. I mean, depends from paid media, the leads. If for the email marketing thing, if your lead list is strong, is very highly qualified, I think it is a better option than paid media, to be very honest. Because
Hmm.
paid media, you hardly have much control over it. But the thing with paid media is you get quantity, right? So if you run a lead generation ad for 50,000 rupees, you know how much in a month, how many leads you are able to form, right? Along with that, on paid media, you get obvious branding, right? A lot
Hmm.
of people are seeing you, even if they are not becoming leads, they are seeing you, which is not the case with email marketing.
True.
So I think it is a subsequent, क्या कहते हैं, side by side, an omni-channel thing kind of. You can have an email sequence running along with the
Mm.
paid media, along with automated LinkedIn emails. All these three things when they run in tandem, and this is an expensive automation, right? So that is why I have not started this off yet. Yeah,
Because
but this is the logical
major part
logical
will
set
go in
thing.
your LinkedIn emails, right? Because that's kind of
Yeah,
an
yeah,
expensive thing. Correct.
exactly. Because when the same person is seeing your agent, is seeing your email, then seeing you on LinkedIn, and seeing you on Facebook ads, right? It
Mm.
all builds the brand, and the person is supposed to think in that sense that who is this guy? Why is he? Why am I seeing him all of a sudden everywhere?
True.
Right?
True. All right. Thank you so much for it. And best advice and the worst advice you've ever received.
Uh, Best advice was that engineering कर लो scope है. That was the worst one. Worst.
I
Yeah,
thought you said it's
scope
best.
नहीं है. No, no, no. Sorry. And best advice I got was from my mentor.
Hmm.
He said, "Bhai, I'm a big fan of biryani for reference." So he said, "Bhai, किसी के लिए भी कर, बिरयानी के लिए भी कर, बस कर." That is what he said. That do it for biryani, but do it because you have seen what corporate is like. You have seen what jobs are like. You have seen what 9 to 5 is. All that glam, no nothing. Half my corporate friends are half dead from inside. I know that for a fact, right?
Hmm.
So he said that don't do it. Just do it for yourself and the food that you are going to buy from it, right? So that do it for the food. So that was the
Great.
best advice. And that is what has kept me in the race, I guess. And I'm
Great.
very happy that I made this decision.
Great. That's a great advice, man. I hope everyone has mentors like Faisal, to give good
I'm very,
advice.
very blessed to have the best friends, the best mentors, the best
Hmm.
company, the best family who has been very, very extremely supportive of the decisions I took. And
Correct.
anyhow, I take responsibility for everything I did. So it's
Of
on
course,
me as well.
and
So,
when we think of it, it's very insane when you think that in India, we come in 0.1% of people, who are able to do this. Think of it, right?
yeah,
How
it's
many
very rare.
what percent of people, like, they're not able to do
Yeah,
what they want. They are stuck. A lot of them don't even reach to that level. So, we always had to be grateful, right? So, for what we
very
have.
grateful. Yeah, but it also took effort from our end, mine, yours, everybody, to actually succeed in that. As I would have had to take another job, I had to succeed after leaving the job. I had to give them. My parents were very skeptical of this for at least a year. My parents were skeptical till 2019, and when they saw the revenue that I was bringing, when my dad saw for the first time the money that was in the bank account, when he called me up, then he said that, "Karte raho, do whatever you are doing, buddy. Seems
that's
to be
what
working."
that's what I say to that's what I say to youngsters. If you want the parents to support your passion, go and show them your bank
Yeah,
statement. That's it.
exactly.
Exactly
Show
that.
them an ROI. When a lot of my friends say that my parents aren't letting me go out. So I said that the reason they are not letting you go out, they do not have faith in your income generating skill set. So show them an income generating skill set. कि इतना पैसा मैं I am able to generate. If
Mm,
I am out there, I will be able to generate 3x this because I am
mm,
going to be in this, this, and this. Then
mm.
they're going to understand, and it's going to be a logical decision that yeah, go out.
Definitely,
Why not?
definitely.
Going out is very important. घर से काम नहीं होता.
Not all can be lazy and be productive at the same time.
Yeah.
Amazing. Thanks. So, your two failures till now, which allowed you to learn and move forward.
Failures are every day one fail. Like major failures, every day one fails. Yeah, I mean, I have like,
Okay.
and I'm very grateful for all the failures. At least in this journey, my first
True.
pitch before a prospect was so shitty, I would not have hired myself. So that failure in retrospect is a good thing, right? My failure in not getting into IITs or any of the good colleges in engineering is now an
Mm,
asset because I don't care about it anymore, right? It
true.
brought me onto this path, right? My
Amazing.
so I don't see in the big picture. I don't see any of those failures. I think this is a little bit Gary Vaynerchuk kind of thing. But in the big picture, I don't see those failures as a really bad thing.
Mm,
Maybe recent failures are going to be very productive in the next 10 years. When I see, yeah, this is what Karan was talking about. These were the failures at that time, and right now they feel like it was a good thing that had happened, right? So
correct.
no such failures that I regret. Well, I'm very blessed
Mm,
that I don't have any regrets as of right now,
correct.
and I love that part of my life right now. Yeah, I don't
Amazing.
have any regrets.
Amazing. Amazing. Your two success stories right now, you're so happy about, you wish to party.
To success story, it was the first, like the number one was when we crossed the 1 lakh margin.
Okay.
That was in August of
Wow.
2019. We crossed the 1 lakh per month, revenue stream as an agency, and that's for the
MRR,
first time we were doing it.
monthly recurring
Yeah, so
revenue.
we were like, yeah, monthly recurring revenue. उसके बाद खत्म भी हो गया था पूरा. Just 1 month later because some stuff happened. I was hospitalized and stuff. So, but that was number one. Uh,
Okay.
and the second one would be, I think, this afternoon itself. A friend of
Mhm.
mine messaged me that, bro, I got the job. Just yesterday, sitting here on my bed, I trained him entirely about paid marketing. He was
Oh,
like, Faisal, how to get what is performance marketing? I have an interview lined up today. So I told him, like, half an hour I trained him, and
mhm.
just today he messaged me that it was a great interview. Thank you very much.
Yeah, I
So
think you
I think
posted a
it is
screenshot on your Instagram too. I think, right?
that was an entirely different thing. But this happened today. I help a lot of people. So
Yeah.
I think I'm very happy. The success story, as I'm happy about that, the impact I'm able to make, maybe small, not that huge, but I'm happy that I'm able to generate any amount of impact because I have considered myself very insignificant in that sense. That
Mhm.
as a student, I was made to feel like you are not amounting to much, which almost 90% of students feel like, right? The
Correct.
backbenchers, everybody else, right? So having the ability to make even a scintilla of impact on any one person's life, it makes my day, and it just is amazing. The
And
feeling is amazing, and
you made that guy money, right? He's getting a job.
I
He's getting
made a lot of uh, I made a lot of people money actually. So
correct.
yeah,
Amazing, amazing. So, okay, Faisal, if you can pick up phone right now and call the 18-year-old Faisal, what would you tell him?
don't go to college. Money that whatever 8 lakhs you're going to spend on your this college thing. There's this thing coming up, Facebook ads.
Hmm.
You would be a pioneer in this field if you start today
Hmm.
or maybe next year.
Okay.
But this is what is coming up, buddy. This is what actually what I would say is what actually matters in the real world. It's not the engineering skills or what numbers you have. It's how much business you are able to generate. In the end, everybody is out there for sale. Everybody is out there to make money. Even if you are an engineer, तो कैसे वो आएगा वो सीखो. That is what I would have told myself, and that is what I tell myself every day today. Even that it's all about ROI. Even in my ads, even when I'm talking about ads, I don't talk about live engagement. I don't give a shit. I talk about what ROI you are going to get, and if I can help you get that, good enough. If I cannot help you get that, let's talk to somebody who can.
True.
Most transparent. Yeah,
Amazing. All right. Thank you so much, Faisal. And thank you so much again for coming on the show and enlightening our
it was
audience
pleasure.
about your journey, crazy digital marketing tactics, principles, and a lot more. If audience takes some part of what we discussed on this episode, they get a lot of insights and strategies to work upon, right? So,
Right.
okay, guys, here was Faisal Zia Anwer. You know, thank you so much for tuning into this episode and investing your time and energy to something productive. So this was the first podcast which I did, and it has been more effective. I hope it adds a lot of value to your life and you implement what we have discussed, and you can go ahead and take the show notes soon at podcast.currentparvani.com 1 week after this episode is released, and start taking action today. Until next time, keep bashing your goals and achieving your dreams. This is your host Karan Parani signing off.
Have a good night, guys.